12米，现在去营救下一波这个被困人员。
More than a million displaced as China's Hebei region reels after record rains. Over a million individuals have been displaced due to the unprecedented rainfall in China's Hebei region. State media reports that this relocation follows a deadly storm earlier this week, and officials have cautioned that it might take up to a month for the water levels to subside in some affected areas. The torrential rain, stemming from the remnants of Typhoon Doksuri, hammered the northern province with a population of 75 million, as well as the neighboring cities of Beijing and Tianjin, since the previous weekend. This led to extensive flooding, leaving residents stranded, sweeping away infrastructure like bridges and roads, and resulting in a death toll of at least 22. This storm has resulted in the most significant amount of rainfall experienced in Beijing in 140 years, posing a notable challenge to the region's ability to manage extreme weather occurrences, which experts predict will occur more frequently due to climate change.
这也看不着车牌子呀，也不知道里头有没有人呢。车牌子看不清，这肯定有人呢，这里头。
The displaced residents have been relocated to temporary shelters set up in hotels and schools. Social media posts have showcased people contributing donations to these shelters and organizing food stalls. In Tianjin, a local government entity has urged residents to provide accommodation to their displaced relatives and neighbors. Many of those uprooted in Hebei, a region known for both its industrial and agricultural activities, and where many Beijing commuters reside, have had to leave their homes in areas where authorities deliberately released excess floodwaters that overwhelmed reservoirs and waterways. As of Wednesday, over 1 billion cubic meters of floodwater had been discharged into designated flood control zones, encompassing not only residential and farmland areas, but also lakes and wetlands. Approximately 857,000 people have been relocated from these zones, according to state media. This figure is part of the overall 1.5 million individuals evacuated from the province. However, it's unclear whether some individuals in flood control areas were previously evacuated due to heavy rainfall. Reports from Xinhua, a state news outlet, indicate that flooding has affected 883 towns and townships in 98 county-level regions within Hebei, impacting over 2.2 million people. Among those who have been relocated, more than 960,000 reside in flood storage and detention basin regions that are designed to mitigate downstream flooding impacts in Hebei, as reported by the Provincial Flood Control and Route Relief Headquarters on Saturday. The situation has been characterized by the activation of multiple flood control zones successively, leading to relocations and considerable economic losses. Yang Bang, an official from the Ministry of Water Resources, expressed this concern on a state broadcaster. At present, reservoirs upstream have reached high water levels and require urgent discharge. Concurrently, downstream rivers have limited capacity to manage the influx of floodwaters. A statement from a provincial official, which implied that flooding in Hebei was a deliberate action to protect the Chinese capital, sparked controversy and discussions about flood management strategies. Nai Yuefeng, the party secretary of Hebei province, was quoted in media reports urging areas near Beijing to act as a protective moat for the capital city. On social media, a widely shared post from a blogger in a flood-affected area of Hebei expressed a desire to no longer be a sacrifice for the sake of protecting the capital. This perspective generated debates among commentators. While some state media reports mentioned officials attributing drainage efforts in Hebei to alleviating pressure on flood basins, they also rejected the notion that one area was intentionally flooded to safeguard another. Hydraulic engineer Cheng Xiaodao was quoted in one state media report, stating that such characterization was not entirely accurate in terms of how flood control measures operate. Official estimates of the damage costs to homes and farmlands have not been released. Under national regulations, 70% of the property damage costs caused by water release in flood control areas will be compensated. In the meantime, Hebei has mobilized extensive resources to aid in rescue and relief endeavors. Over 3,385 working groups have been deployed, along with materials worth 150 million yuan, approximately $21 million, as of Friday morning. In one of the most severely impacted areas of Hebei, Juazhu, over 300 professional emergency rescue teams and 6,913 individuals have been involved in on-site rescue operations. This disaster underscores the challenges faced by the region, situated within the He River basin where 5 rivers converge when it confronts heavy rainfall and flash floods. This basin is the largest river system in northern China, spanning a vast area of 265,000 square kilometers, which includes 180 million hectares.
看看吧，这家让大雨给泡了，这屋都成河了，没法住了。外边墙已经塌了。 心里头就得窝大泥了，这儿已经漏缝了。
Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Have a nice day.